This is the Business of Leadership Series Minute with your host, the best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck and founder of MarketingStrategyHero.com, Derek Champagne.
Our guest today, Tim David. He is the author of the new book, True Influence, The Magic of Human Connection. Tim, welcome to our show today.
Thanks, Derek. Appreciate you having me.
You mentioned our show being intentional, and I talk often that I woke up one day and realized, I'm a leader and I'm unintentional in my leadership, and put me on this quest even to start this show. And so, part of that quest has been to help others without any option or opportunity for gain, and even just giving consults and doing 15, 20-minute conversations. And when someone comes back and says, "What can I do for you?" say, "You know what? I'll let you know. I think I'm good." And if it comes from an authentic place, and it's been really powerful to see that. But you package it in a way that is really cool. What can our listeners, what can readers expect when they engage with this book? What can they expect to get out of it?
I think the biggest contribution of this book, we've all, many of us, can't say we've all, but, I'm one of those people. I'm obsessive about influence, obviously. So I assume everybody's read Cialdini. I'm assuming everybody's read, Daniel Kahneman and Dan Pink and Malcolm Gladwell and Simon Sinek and all these different approaches. To influence and leadership and sales. And, I find that the contribution, the primary contribution to this book, the reason I wanted to write this book is because I've observed that influence happens in a bit of a hierarchy. So many people teach influence techniques. That's fantastic. However, that's only the bottom rung of the hierarchy. That's only the first step. You've got to have solid technique. You've got to understand, again, how your words are affecting the people around you. You've got to be able to reach into your bag of tricks and say, look, I'm going to try this closing tactic. I'm going to try this communication technique. I'm going to try this rapport building technique. I'm going to try this confidence technique. So techniques are great. Techniques are wonderful. Cialdini's book had, I think he's up to 7 now, techniques with persuasion. Great stuff. But I've researched influence. I've come across dozens and dozens of techniques. In fact, I put them into a little PDF. I think it's called, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it. It's right here. The Influence Cheat Sheet. There we go.
Nice.
It's called the Influence Cheat Sheet, 61 Science-Based Sales Techniques. And it starts with Cialdini's, but again, it goes through all these different science-based sales tactics and techniques. And we are constantly discovering new applications and new strategies for influence technique. So that is definitely an important piece of the book. It's an important piece of influence. If you get that wrong, then you can't progress to the next tiers of the hierarchy. You can't, in order to climb the ladder, you've got to climb the first step. You've got to get there.
Derek Champagne here. I want to connect with you if you're listening to the Business Leadership Series. We can connect on LinkedIn or send me a message at derek@derekchampagne.com. I look forward to connecting.